Hanging
scared.
out,
No.
yeah, like hanging out in the castle in the
She was
evening.
more scared about the cold than.
Oh, the cold, yeah.
So
The weather scared me more than the ghosts. How about that? That's a good one, yeah.
Recently, you have had experience in bringing horror to the big screen, right? And how well do you think Amavas is different from your previous flicks?
The story is different. The scares are different.
Okay.
But the result would be the same, that you will really, like you said, you should scared. You will be scared while watching the film. Different, the whole story, the star cast, the setting, everything is different, you see. But, and in this film, I have a very, very good story to tell. The story is something that I'm really proud of. The twists and turns whilst you watch the film are going to scare you, shock you. I promise you. So that's what's different. Amavas is different because this is the best film I've made till now, according to me. In terms of the storytelling, in terms of the fear factor, in terms of the VFX that I've tried to get to the Hindi film audiences, you will see VFX that you've never seen before in a Hindi horror film for sure. But not to say
She has
Hindi
to
film,
watch it.
yeah, you have to watch it. Hindi films have done well. Zero and Kedarnath and all had very good VFX, but in a Hindi horror film, you won't see better VFX than you would see in Amavas for sure. So everything is bigger and better in Amavas compared to the rest of my films.
Okay. Nargis, you said that you have never done this genre before, right? And this is one of your favorite genres also. So how hard was it to get into the skin of the character?
I don't think it was that hard because I have an amazing director, first of all.
Thank you.
And then he has created an atmosphere that feels so realistic that you just believe what's happening. And I think that's the best when you believe it. So while we were shooting, I actually could feel my heart pounding and sweating and the adrenaline rush. And it became so real. So I loved it because I love to get scared. So for me, it was like a dream come true, which sounds kind of creepy. But then,
A nightmare come true.
yeah, so weird. Yeah, a nightmare come true.
Sachin?
it's been a great experience. I mean, I've been a horror follower for the longest time. I've always wanted to do a horror film. I've heard many scripts, looked at many ideas, but Amavas is something that really excited me. And the moment, I mean, it was a perfect mix of a great director, a good script, and a good actress to work with. So I think it couldn't have been better.
Okay. So till date, we have heard that Amavas, like this term is used inside the films, right? It surrounds like around Amavas, but that nobody think of putting the name of the film Amavas. So how did this thought came to you?
That's because no one thinks that's right.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
People don't think about cliches very easily.
No, but I am actually surprised because when we sat for the title, Amavas came to my mind, and I told Sachin, I thought maybe we're not going to get the title because someone would have registered it for sure, because Amavas is such a brilliant title for a horror film. And wonder of wonders, I got the title. We got the title. So it was, I think it's just a stroke of luck. But what better title than Amavas for a horror film?
So there have been, like since year, Bollywood and Hollywood have been compared for horror movies.
And if I may just add, the film Amavas has something to play with. In the
Okay,
film. So
the day
in the
Amavas
story
has.
of the film,
It's not just a
Amavas
title.
plays a big part. The Amavas night plays a big part in the story. So
Okay.
it added to my story. So there.
Alright. So the vision of Bollywood have been changed like over years. First there were movies like Haunted and 1920. Then there came movies like Paris 3. So directors like kind of added more thrill to the movie than the horror thing. So is Amavas a comeback of a horror movie?
Yeah, it is more in the classic horror space. It is like The Conjuring. It is not like the It. So if you like The Conjuring, there are different kinds of horrors. There are slashers, you have the It, and you have The Conjuring, which is the classic horror, as you call it. You see the Exorcist and the Conjuring, and so Amavas, if at all there is, and you're the first person who's bracketed in a horror film into subsets. So so then it is in the classic horror subset, with the set being horror.
Okay, so in the recent press conference, you have told us that there were times that some scary scenes happened while shooting, that cameras went off and stuff. So were you guys scary after the shoot? when you went back home. So were you guys scary about the movie or about the stuff that is happening while shooting at that palace?
You know, there is always a thought in your subconscious that, you know, we're going to be so long, going to be there in this place shooting. I hope something doesn't go wrong. Because honestly, not many people knew about that place being haunted in reality. So only a few of us knew it, 3-4 of us. And we were always trying to make sure that before we start the day, we do that puja bit and this and that, so that the day goes fine.
Okay. And Nargis, you told us that your friends say that you don't get scared, so you know, like all that stuff. So after shooting this thing, did you ever get scared after the shooting? That, you know, like do you believe in such stuff, whatever is happening in the movie, like the horror thing? And
Yeah, I'm a believer that yes, there are ghosts and spirits and demons and angels. But being scared, since it's so exciting for me, like you're not, it's like a weird, I don't know how to explain it. Like to get scared is fun. So I wasn't scared after we would finish shooting, but definitely while we were hanging out.
Scared, no?
Yeah, like hanging out in the castle in the
She was
evening.
more scared about the cold than
Oh, the cold, yeah.
So
The weather scared me more than the ghosts. How about that? That's a good one, yeah. But yeah, I don't think I get scared afterwards, even though the castle was creepy at night. But I didn't take it with me. Like, you know, the thoughts didn't come home to bed with me. Yeah, that sounded weird. It did, yeah. I didn't take anything or anyone home with me.
Bhushan ji, before directing movies, you have done cinematography for various Bhatt films. So, like cinematography keeps a very important part in horror movies. So, is this the main reason that you are stick to this genre?
Cinematography plays an important part in any film, actually. Yes, but in a horror film, of course, because you have to show darkness. How can you show darkness? See, you have to be able to write for dark. So it's difficult to do that. So yeah, it's a cinematographer's delight. It could be. I mean, it's the way to show your craft is in a horror film. So yes, as a cinematographer, it was great. But I don't shoot my own films. I don't shoot them in the sense I'm not a cinematographer of any of my films. I've shot films with Bhatt Sahab, 4 for Bhatt Sahab, 3 for Vikram. But I have never cinematographed any of my films because I don't want to get divided into the whole process. And if I'm sitting with the actor, I didn't want the lightman coming to me and telling me that the bulb is fused. I would lose my bulb, you know. So yes, but I do in consultation with the cinematographer. I conceive my scenes with the lighting in mind. So I always, when I think of a scare or a scene, a particular scene, I always know from where the light would be coming, either from the window or from a lamp near the actor or something of the sort. And then so everyone on the set is basically I stage the scene before I shoot the scene with all my actors and the cinematographer. Everyone, including from the actors to the spot point, knows what's going to happen next. So everyone is prepared and the lighting is ready and everything is ready. So it does help me being a cinematographer to shoot a horror film, especially a horror film. But that's not the only reason why I shoot horror.
Okay. So as we see that horror films have a very loyal fan base in India. So how well do you think Amavas will cash at the box office?
well, it all depends on the audience. You know, for me, our job is to make a good film and present it in the best manner, and then leave it to the audience to judge it. I mean, horror is not something that there is a certain set audience which will go to any horror, and then there's an audience. Okay, if it is good, then we'll go towards this horror. So I hope that audience, the large audience, wants to come and see this film.
Okay. So except for the fact of ghosts and atmas, which is that one thing that scare you all in real life, like one.
For me, lizards and that entire family of lizards scare me. They are scared in the sense I don't like their texture. I feel finicky about it. I don't know about it.
Nice.
Psychopaths, narcissists, and cockroaches.
Okay. Bhushan ji?
People.
Yes, exactly. We are on the same wavelength.
Yeah, because ghosts you expect scary things from. Certain people you don't expect scary things from. When they turn around and scare you, is very, very, very scary.
Smile on your face.
And so
Devil
certain
is
people,
one.
not all the people of course, certain people who then become scarier than ghosts. Other people
Yeah.
get scared of. And then of course apart from that, water.
Because they're
Petrified.
alive.
Water.
Petrified.
What?
Petrified.
Can you swim?
I can't.
What?
That's why I don't like the rains. For me, it's the
Get outta
it's the
here.
best. Yeah, but
This
it's
is a
the-
new discovery.
It's the biggest. Can you imagine water from the
drowning.
skies? No, water from
Just-
the skies when the rain. So I don't like the rain.
What?
Water from the skies is the ultimate horror.
Fight your fear. That's what
Yes.
they
Thank
say.
God you didn't come for BKBK. They were drowning me in rains.
Yeah. So, but apart from water also scares me.
Wow.
Hi, this is Sachiin.
Hi, this is Bhushan Patel.
Hi, my name is Nargis Fakhri, and you are watching me on BoxOfficeCapsule.com.